helping each other become better League of Legends players and better competitive teams. JC is going to opt for 60 seconds, and then we are going to start this draft.
I think I have the right link. I'm not sure.
They haven't started yet. It's going to start in a second.
Sent to me on Discord, so.
All right, looks like they're going to be starting this draft. Looks like a Jax ban first with a action ban as well.
Yep, Frost looking again to ban out the top lane. Renata ban coming next to the Frost as well.
They do not want to see that Renata again. Interesting.
That did kind of round out like an X factor on that last team comp that they had.
They don't want to see Fireball on that Thresh. Fireball's Thresh is his best champion.
Okay.
So that we can see that ban.
Is that Misery's own Bunny
well.
Fufu for all the boomers that play League still? Lowy and Camille bans coming out.
So I would expect if they can find a champion that top lane a Spooky is going to be good on, I would see a round or a block 1 pick for top lane here.
Right.
Got to get him on something comfortable. You know, something that you can blind pick into top that could be universal and just sit there, farm, and get big.
Yeah, or even just
the Jinxie Winxie for JC right there. Okay, he's looking to scale. They need to build a team around him. Let him cook.
That is a hard thing to do when you got a person like their top laner on Obsidian Vice's side.
They left that rail open in the jungle. He's gonna blind that rail again. Potentially, I'd like to see the jungler pick something that can starve this rail.
Obsidian taking the Kai'Sa away. Well, gonna show JC who the real Kai'Sa is on the Obsidian side.
The Taric pick.
That is a way to keep your Jinx alive, guys. Jinx only needs one reset to really just reroute themselves into a way to win a team fight.
Yeah. And one thing I'd like to see is possibly, I mean, I know the support plays a lot of engaged champions as well. That could be a flex pick. So I would like to see a more aggressive jungler here on the Frost side to potentially, if they do take it to the jungle, can counter jungle and kind of starve the rel out to get under leveled. Here comes a Galio pick again. They're looking just to do the same comp, see if they can get away with it again and just dive. The only difference here is they allowed that Orianna go through a little bit more of a control in the late game, and she does massive damage.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, guys.
Oh, there is a Urgot pick or a ban.
Ori coming out from the Frost side though, that is a good counter to the team comp they have. Unfortunately, with the Galio though, it kind of defeats everything. I wish Frost would have got the Galio on their side, but it is a weird way to kind of put into your team comp if you're not ready for it. Nocturne coming out again from the Frost side. Ori should be able to keep up with the lane pushing that Galio does, though, and honestly, it's not bad for an Ori to roam.
I know the Rel's a flex pick, but it's interesting that they chose to ban the Nocturne. Especially because you do have a Tark with you. As soon as that Nocturne presses R, you can always Tark ult and save your Jinx. Um, it is a huge uh, champion to play with Galio though. I know when I played Nocturne with Galio, he was saying, "Let me know when you're about to R. Let me know when you're about to R." So, like I said, somebody's got to keep track of this Galio. If Ori can keep vision on him at all times and see him going to ult, then she could disrupt him with her R and kind of potentially save a team fight in the bot
Shen
lane.
getting taken away from on the Obsidian side. Great ban by them. Worse thing than a Taric on a Jinx is a Shen ready to ult Jinx. Nami
Mm-hmm.
getting out banned by the Frost side. Yeah, that's a good point, man. It is weird to ban out a Nocturne when you know the Rel's probably going jungle, but then the
Oh,
J4 comes out of nowhere.
That is a Rel support. There's a J4 in the jungle. They were, I believe that once that Orianna was picked, they allow that Orianna to go through. That way they can have that J4 instead of them. That wombo combo with J4 Ori is kind of disgusting right now.
Let's see what Frost comes out with on their jungle and top side here. Maokai, I like it.
Maokai.
I don't hate it. It's a
That
good
is
disruptor and a good engager.
It is.
And it's kind of an easy champ to just not die on as well.
And I think it's very smart for JC to pick the Jinx here. You know, those rockets give him that extended range, especially if he runs it with lethal tempo. He could just sit back and potentially not have anybody touch him if he positions correctly, and just poke him with rockets throughout the entire time. Get a lot of AoE damage in there and allow his Orianna to finish it. Oh, an Ornn
That's a
pick.
Maokai jungle, sir.
They
And
have
a
some
Gwen
tanks.
top.
They're playing the scaling comp. They just need to make sure that they play slow. Allow Jinx to scale. Allow Ori to scale. Oh, that Gwen is a huge
This
counter
is
pick for that Gwen.
dude, JC has got some cojones on him. I'm a Jinx main. I have probably 500,000 points to 1,000,000 points on that champion. I would never in my life pick Jinx after I just seen a team comp like they played against the last game. But I got faith in them. It looks like this is a team comp that they're trying to figure out, and they probably practice a ton on this, so they've got to have a lot of faith in it. It's a Jinx win con, man.
So it's a scrim. So this is not best of three. For some reason in my head when he said 3 block, I was thinking best of 3 still. So this is gonna go to a game 3 no matter what.
Oh, okay.
So let's see if they can pull it out here, um, and get this rolling right here. All right, we have 47 seconds until they get into their game, and then we have another 3 after that. What are some of the things you want to see out of Frost to potentially come away with the win here?
What do I want to see? I want to see some Jinx gaming, man. That's what I want to see. Jinx is my favorite. Sorry, trying to get this webcam going back on here. But Jinx is my favorite carry to see go and just kind of 1v9 after they get fed. My favorite thing in the world is to play Jinx and have a great support that just kind of sits in front of me and doesn't let me die and just lets me do whatever I want to do. I get one pick, one kill, and I just run around chasing them down with rockets. So if I can see that out of Jared, he does play Jinx a lot different than I do. I like to play more of an explosive, like IE, Zeal item, just complete attack speed.
I believe he is playing that recently after this
Okay.
last patch.
I have seen him play like
He just
Stormrazor and stuff like that, which isn't bad.
yeah.
It's just not my play style. I'm
No,
more of a do or
I
die kind
expect
of
to
Jinx
see
player.
I expect to see a Kraken IE first 2 items,
Right.
for sure.
What's going on here?
They are. They need to keep this J4 away from JC. That is exactly what they have to do. Because if that J4 ults in, collapses on JC, that Galio is coming right behind. And the Rel in the support lane. Let's see how the Rel plays and performs here into this Tark Jinx combo here. I expect to see them trying to get a lot of poke off here from Misery Frost. Oh, your face is really big. You got a big ass head.
Like that, Daddy?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Yeah, my money is on. I hate to say it, man. Obsidian with that team comp.
I think
I've done a
team
lot of trolling
there's
with one carry team comps, and I mean Ori
so
could kind of carry them into the mid game. Jinx is gonna need 3 to 4 items to one shot
I'm
Gwen,
kind of
Kaisa,
both
Rel.
ways
So
here. You know, it all depends on how they play their roles. If they can play the roles properly on Frost, they can potentially get away with the win here. That Gwen is a huge counter for Ornn, so that Ornn needs to respect that Gwen. If not, then she's gonna spiral off and she's gonna end up scissoring the whole team.
I mean
Uh,
Gwen's like an AP Jax, man. It's just you think you have them dead, and then all of a sudden they do
yeah,
their ability where they can't be touched, and then they either
yeah.
run away and they get out with 1 health, or they come back and kill you.
Yeah, and going into Maokai Ornn, this Gwen is gonna completely just render them mute. If especially if they're gonna go for a pick on her, she's gonna heal it all up. She's gonna shred through their life. Um, One thing I like to see here is I haven't really seen Fireball play Tark. Um, this could potentially save JC what they were looking for that last game, um, because ultimately he's gonna be the one that needs to get fed.
Panda, there's
There's no
one
way
thing
around.
and
There's
one
no way
thing
around
only
it.
about Tarek, and it doesn't matter who the player is and how long they play Tarek. It's when you push that R button. Because a
Yeah.
lot of Tareks are either 2 seconds too late or 2 seconds way too early, and that's you got to be perfectly timed out with their abilities and when you push it. Because I mean, you don't want to be halfway out of a Rumble R, and you don't want to be halfway out of a Rel ulti, and just little things like that. Um, but thankfully they don't have to deal with like a hard like point and click kill like a Nocturne kind of thing. They just got to worry about all the CC going on. So if Tarek can cancel out half the CC, then I mean Jared's got a real good shot at just taking away the game.
All right, we are loading in. That almost didn't let me in. That was really awkward. I wish we had Troy in here. Drop some little bits of knowledge going on. Okay, we are in the game.
Let's get this going, guys. I'm hype. I'm so ready to see who wins this game.
I'm curious. I feel like they're going to do another 5 point. They might be trying to invade here. Um, no, they're not. Oh, wow. We're going to have a steady early game.
I'm missing something here. What am I missing?
Oh,
Nope,
man,
we're good.
Troy. So you're watching this as a PowerPoint presentation. I'll try and make it a little more professional, like you feel like you're in like a business meeting. Why is my
Blocking the map, guys. Sorry. There we go. All right, we got a standard 5 point out of the Obsidian side. We have a standard 5 point out of the Frost side. Let's see who messes up first. That's the greatest game of League of Legends, guys. Uh, Breaking news. It's just Bork, my long lost cousin. I don't know you and know you can't have any money from you, but welcome to the stream, guy.
obviously knows you if he knows your name because you haven't said it on here.
I don't know that guy. You know what? It might be Jimmy 2 Feet. Missed that guy. Shout out to Jimmy 2
This
Feet.
Oriana's already missing cues. Oh, she's getting punished.
Yeah, that's a hard matchup. Galio is a lane bully, just like Oriana. Once Oriana gets that Lost Chapter, those should be able to do a little bit of damage to him. Just standard starts from these guys. Nothing crazy. No Poppy coming in level 2. No Rel coming in on the Obsidian side as well.
Yeah, Troy's right. I don't think Frost has very many answers to Gwen. You know, one thing they could have did with the Gwen, well, it was the last pick, so you couldn't really do much. But maybe a split push angle here.
Gwen's one of those champions where either you 5-man her and kill her, and she runs away, or you get the kill, or you just try and end the game before she ends the game on you. Unfortunately, she doesn't need that many items, that much scaling to do that. So this might be one of those win early games for Frost. I think they can pull it off though. Ori trying to do whatever she can in this mid lane to keep the health bars even.
This Gwen decided to take an early back, get an item advantage, and see if this Ornn respects her enough to do it. If not, then it's going to be costly for him.
I mean, Ornn doing what Ornn does best and just holding the freeze. Got that going already. Lucky for him, he doesn't have to back because he's got a broken ability. Or passive, whatever you want to call it. Maokai getting that first scuttle on the bot side by Dragon. Let's see if he makes a gank here or mid.
Doesn't look like it's a gank angle. He's going to contest the scuttle. Get that early goal. Get that. Oh, looks like Maokai is on par, but Maokai opted to leave the Krug, or not the Krug, the Gromp. So he's playing dangerous game, getting in there. He's getting a deep ward, which is good. But he's now down farm when he could have easily, if nothing was going to happen, he could have easily just got a full clear.
Maokai looking to squeeze in on this mid lane. Let's see if Galio can get out of there.
Galio does have flash up. I need to fuck 4 off.
They're gonna, yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna have to really push that gank angle with the Maokai W.
Some poke on this rel right now. That is a huge trade.
Gonna go back to the bot lane, and Jared getting some crazy traps in the Jinx there. They were not ready for that. Some good poke down.
Ornn misses his engage. They do know that Jarvan's coming due to that deep ward. That ward served its purpose. So honestly, that was a good play by Maokai. Maokai has gone about a minute and a half without getting any type of farm. I'd say about a minute. Yeah, a minute and a half. Without getting any type of farm. So he needs to catch up. He needs to start clearing his camps here if he's going to be any type of threat.
Yeah, completely different game change in this game compared to last game. It's already 5 minutes in, and we haven't seen anybody really go crazy for a kill yet. Galio out of mana there. Ori
left and right.
She's doing a good job of controlling her mana though.
Yeah. They know that Jarvan's starting to path again, bot.
Yep.
This Jarvan's going to look for a potential dive here in the mid lane. If this Maokai is smart, he's going to... Oh, there might be a fight here for these Raptors.
This can go either way here. Ori 6 as well. Not sure if Ori knows about it, though. Okay, Ori's just going to 1v1 the Galio.
Stop the Galio. She is She got... she's not spacing correctly. That is a kill. Yeah. Going the wrong way. This is going to turn into
J4 coming in with the swag flag to get that kill. That was a great play by them. Just kind of waiting out their cooldown and seeing what was going to happen. Yeah, unfortunately on the Frost side, they should have just picked a person to focus on and went that way. Whether it was the Galio or the J4.
Gwen placed a ward here. Oh, she's getting chunked a little bit. She placed a ward here to potentially do a TP behind him after she decides to back if he pushes up. She's doing a great job of setting that up.
Yeah, Ornn's fighting back though, man. He is not gonna sit there and I think he wants to prove a point this game.
Unfortunately, her TP is down, so I don't think that's gonna play out how we want it to. Yeah, no, you're right. I thought about it after I said that, Troy. No, but no, Maokai does need to help this Galio or this Ori because Galio is in her face. She's not able to properly space because he just comes in, taunts, and puts out a Q. Is a very rough matchup for Ori, but he's getting pinched. Maokai's getting pinched on, and he's going to go down. Oh, fireball.
Okay. Let's see if Obsidian's gonna actually greed for this kill. Maokai going back in. They're turning this around, man. Tarek coming in crazy.
Jared flashes.
Jared said, Is he gonna get away with that? Yeah, J4's
He
out of
got
there with
one.
about quarter health.
Unfortunately, Tar got one of those kills, but if Tar gets tanky enough, he can save
Hey
JC
man,
just like he
Tarek
did
made that
Maokai.
play. He can have the kill. Give him
And there's
one.
an engage with the Q, the taunt, just more damage, just in the face. Not able to. She doesn't have enough damage to do anything to this Galio yet. She
Very
just
true
keeps missing
there.
Qs as well.
Frost taking that dragon after they turned a L into a W with the Maokai getting caught. Tarek coming in with a great double stun and a W in the back end off the Maokai for Jared on the Jinx to just kind of clean up in the back end. Galio does have ult in about 20 seconds here. Let's see if they can get the dragon before it all goes wrong there.
They just
Maokai
get
gets
the
the
dragon.
smite off.
This is a pinch. JC does not have flash because he wasted it chasing the dragon. So JC will go down. This is gonna be 3 here, or no, 2. Maokai got out.
Don't worry, guys. We got the dragon. It's a W. Maokai did get out. Just the way she goes sometimes. Great decision making by Obsidian though to get there and get those kills, even though they did die in that first team fight before they got the dragon. Yeah, man, Ori is fighting for her life right now, trying to just keep the even in the mid lane. But Galio unfortunately has 2 kills already. What are some differences that you see in this game compared to last game?
The gold discrepancy right now they're still holding on. They're not down a significant amount of gold. They are rotating to objectives. The only thing is they're not having the proper setup of revision or anything, so they are getting collapsed on. But I think Jinx understands that she needs to scale, and they need to understand that they have to play it slow. Ornn has been a whole lot less aggressive. He is up a kill on Gwen, which I did not see that. There must have been something else going on, but Ornn opted out to get a abyssal mask first. Very interesting. Let's see if they decide to fight this
J4
thing.
looking for an angle to get in here. Maokai going back in, trying to get out. J4 going in with the stun. Rel getting in there as well. It is a Obsidian party, and Frost is in the wrong hood. He showed up to the wrong place at the wrong time.
With Rel being out there, this bot lane needs to punish them or punish them leaving their ADC alone, especially if they have Jinx. This man Fireball does have ult, so if they get him low enough, they can potentially dive.
Just kind of run at him. Ooh, they're
Looks like
gonna
it
try
is.
that here. I think they still have the damage to get away with this too.
He needs to get out
And
of
a
position. That
clean
is
kill on
huge.
Jared there.
They
Tarek
need to
living
get
with
out
about
now.
10 health. You got a Galio coming down with the Rel. Galio does have ulti.
Jared is gonna
Don't
end
see
up
a way
being
for him to get
stuck.
in there though.
Jared's gonna end up being stuck here.
Gonna go down to the bot side here. How does Jared get away? He does have Ghost in a second. If he can get just a little bit of room there, he can run away. He's gone. This poor man. Did Ghost to get out? He might get away with this. Nope, there's no angle there.
Minions. Nope, it does go on the rail though.
Um,
He should have backed with Tarek.
yeah, that's very true. But fortunately,
Let's see
it
if
is even.
If they decide to do something here.
Ori should be
is not-
roaming up here. It doesn't
is not
see the Gwen
rotating.
with 10 health on their blue
Not very
buff.
many pings. There's nothing going on here. No communication. It looks like.
No
I know
Jinx
she's
ult
got
from
minions in
downtown
front
that
of her,
was used
but
for the Kaisa.
yeah.
So Gwen will get away with that by going behind the tower and running away for the skin of her teeth. About 200 health right there in the Misery Frost blue side. Yeah, it looks like Ori is just kind of gritting her teeth in the mid lane, focusing on what they need to do to win that lane and or at least be even in it. Meanwhile, Galio's on an adventure. Top, mid, and bot lane, man. He is all over the place.
Tour.
He doesn't care what's going on.
Yeah, he took a tour of Summer's Rift for sure. But he's back in that mid lane, and
just a rough
what
matchup.
He needs to bounce this way. It looks like it's gonna bounce, but
looking back at it, I'm not sure why Frost didn't draft an AD mid laner. But that's for a different conversation. Yeah.
She just keeps
Yeah,
missing
yeah.
this
The
game.
Ori's gonna come in clutch at least 3 or 4 times within the late game. Once it hits
Home
about
plate
20
is
minutes.
down. Looks like Farrell is
Maokai.
going to attempt a gank here.
Oh, that is
They do
Tarek.
have a Jarvan hovering him. Or sorry, Tarek. Apologize to the viewers.
Yeah, both teams kind of at a standstill. Both teams wanting to do something, but not wanting to commit everything that they need or have to one team fight.
Looks like they're going to drop the Rift in this mid lane here.
Uh, Obsidian does have a lead on
Are they
everything,
going
but
to
they're making
contest
the
it?
smart decisions here. Maokai trying to get some poke down on the J4. Does have flash if he needs it.
He flashed that. He
And
should not have
that
flashed
that
there.
is a little questionable there from him. But
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
JC setting up behind him.
we do have a Maokai ulti though, and a Tarek ulti coming down. Ori as well. This could be an easy fight here. Gwen is not
If they
able.
can if they can clump him inside this Baron pit,
There's
we
the
have a
Gwen TP.
TP. Do we have a TP coming from Ornn?
We don't have
I
a
do
TP on
not believe
Ornn.
so. The ult misses. The stun goes down. JC gets a shutdown. He's fast. He's fast. He does not have a TP, I believe. They're just clumped. Ornn is staying in the top lane. His TP was not available for that fight, unfortunately.
I know Frost completely won that, or Frost completely lost that fight, and Obsidian won that. But we did get a little bit of a teaser on what that team comp is supposed to be. I mean, we've seen the whole team unable to die for like what 4 or 5 seconds right there, and they're able to
Yeah.
kill a 2-1 Galio with a full Sunfire by the
But
time
like we
the
talked
team
about
even died.
before,
So when you throw
that
3 or
J4 is
4 more
holding
items on that Jinx, she's gonna be able to get through at least 3 or 4 people
that
within that
that
time
J4 is
period.
holding that R. He's holding that R for the Jinx, and he didn't engage the whole team. He could have had them all clumped, but he knew that his target, his goal and sole goal in life is to kill that Jinxie Winxie, for sure.
Thankfully, a Jinx and Winxie can 2 or 3 shot a J4 with 3 or 4 items, depending on what J4
Cor-
builds.
Correct. Looks like he is going Bruiser though, so he might be a little tanky. He's gonna heal up some of that damage, especially if he clumps more than one in that prison of rocks. Oh, my headphones are dying. Oh no.
So got the same banter going up in the top lane. CS not too far apart, up and down by 10. Gwen does
Only
have 2
problem
kills
is,
in the Ornn though.
yeah, only problem is Gwen is making those fights and getting paid for it. She's on contract.
Ooh, Ori with the missed ult on there. Tried to probably pull the
Uh,
ball back, but the ball was out of range. We have a lot of Obsidian players up here on the top side. Galio might be looking for a play here in the mid lane. Jinx, Iwinxie, and the Tarek are up pretty far without the Tarek ult, unless it's up right now. This could be a really bad catch here.
Jinx is picked off. Oh, there is the ult. Here comes the ult.
Tarek ult
Can he
coming
get?
out.
Oh, he gets bursted before the ult can go off.
J4 coming down with a dunk from downtown. Michael Jordan on top of the Jinx Iwinxie, unfortunately. And my Steam is crashed. We're good. We're good. We're good. False alarm. Tarek backing, trying to let that mid lane not die. The tower not die.
He misses his smite on the
Dude,
blue.
Obsidian
It's
is
just
trying to take their lead and shove it down Frost's throat right now. They don't
he's just
care
well,
about
he's what they're doing right now is this jungler is just in full panic mode. They're
right.
in his jungle, they're in his face. He can't get a confident smite off. It's very difficult
Everyone
when you
who's ever
have
played jungle hates this part of the game right here when your team is so far behind that you want to rage fight, but every time
well,
you rage fight,
yeah.
it's just gonna be a bad idea.
And like I talked about earlier, they gotta have vision control. If they don't have vision control, you get picked off like that Jinx just did right now, prior to this. And they're able to rotate to objectives better and fight better. It looks like they are prioritizing the objectives, which this is a new development here. I am being told that their support player, who is a new support player, she is shot calling right now, and she's making a lot of these decisions in these team fights.
Yeah, insider news on the Obsidian team. That was a last minute pickup, and it's looking like a great pickup here. Like you were saying earlier, it looks like a brand new team. So your
Interesting.
J4 does have the flank right here. Galio going in. Oriana with the backwards ulti there to save the
Let's get
Jinxie
some Jinx
Winxie.
and spacing. He's sped up. He's fast. Let's. Oh,
Galio's
he's opting to get some
gone.
farm.
Kraken doing a
They,
lot of work here in the 17 minutes of the game.
and this Gwen just continues to farm in the bot lane.
That,
She's getting up that Nashers too. She's gonna be a split pushing
that's the
monster.
worst part of this right here is they are winning most of this 4v5. But Frost's looking to do whatever they can here. They gotta kind of cinch this gold lead the most that they can before it just gets too out of control. Already looking at 2,000 within 18 minutes. They can easily go within 5 to 6 within another 3 or 4 minutes.
Let's see if they steal this scuttle with a smite here. They do.
Maokai gets the scuttle though.
Yes, he does. But
Ori will be caught out here.
And it's going to cost them their lives.
Some questionable decisions coming out on the Frost side.
It's very interesting that she didn't decide to chase him down. She
Yeah.
could have had the kill. I guess they did not have the vision prio, so they decided, or she elected to just back out, play it safe.
It was a smart move over there on the Obsidian side to not chase that.
Right now, I mean, the gold's so close. It's only a 2K differential here. Actually, almost a 1K because they just got that tower.
Good news for Frost. I'd say about 75% of that gold is on the Jinx, so they should be alright.
Yeah. Ornn is getting to that level where once Jinx has the Infinity Edge, he can upgrade it.
Definitely set Jinx up for the right path to carry this game here. Jared trying to go for the sneaky steal on the Jinx R. One of my favorite plays to do on there. Sometimes you sneak them in there and they don't even see it coming. At this point, I don't see a win con. I see Obsidian probably getting Baron within the next 5 minutes and trying to end this game, man.
Would be a mistake is them trying to split up and get. They need to kill this champion here.
True. Good bait here by the Orianna. What a play here.
Jinx gets the shutdown, baby. Oh, that is huge for Jinx. She needs a back right now. Buy her mythic item. Get that upgraded from the Ornn. She is staying too long. She needs to hit the back button. Do not try and kill this Baron. You made that fatal mistake before.
Ornn going in here for a play.
Ornn is very tanky. The Maokai ult is going to get only one. You have Fireball coming in. Fireball has not used ult. He can still use his ult. Jinx can get some kills here.
Maokai going deep into the red side jungle, chasing down that Kaisa. Galio getting cut
another
out.
one. Jinx needs it. Oh, let's Jinx cook. Let Jinx cook.
They'll hit the W. Oh. Epic Monkey running for his life, getting chased down by the whole Frost crew. They want to kill this ADC. Let's see if Tarek takes this from the yep, there we go.
And Jinx did not get an assist. Jinx has a lot of gold that she needs to back for. Jinx now has a shutdown.
Yeah, this is the time for them to reset and take their gold.
They need to reset. Yeah.
This is an easy way to just get completely tossed.
They killed the Kaisa, but the Kaisa is pretty much useless right now.
I mean, they just evened out the gold, man. Once they back, they can fight whatever they want. They don't need to fight right now. They need to buy these items, get back in these lanes.
Somebody needs to be in the game, shot calling, saying, hey, we need to back, reset, get your items, and let's start clearing out farm, getting prior on these objectives. Because right now, they've had all the prior on the objectives.
So many team fights are lost by getting so hype off that first one, then you go in for another one, and you didn't go back and get stronger.
She is Last Whisper and IE right now. Right. She is so strong right now. Once she gets LDR, it's going to be a different game that we're
I mean, the core is already there. The Kraken IE with the upgraded Ornn item, you're there. Really, all you need right now is to keep yourself alive after the Last Whisper. I wouldn't doubt seeing like a Guardian Angel or even a Bloodthirster off of the Jinx to even all that out. You don't really need to build too much more damage after the 3 items there, because the Taric ult is going to keep you alive anyways, so you can just build more sustain on top of that and keep doing DPS.
Jinx needs his upgrade from Ornn.
Ornn and Gwen are tussling down here in the bot lane.
They're clumping up. This is a huge rocket
Got a
potential for
Baron play
JC.
going on the Obsidian
JC is
side.
just sitting back doing damage. He's gonna be able to flash out, kill the Jarvan. He needs to stay out of the Galio ult. Just poke them as they come towards him. JC is on fire. Just putting out the damage that's needed. Somebody should be hitting this Baron before it respawns. Just clear the Baron. That is a huge gold swing for the Misery Frost.
Misery Frost is back.
Gold. They're up 1,000 gold now.
A couple of us counted them out. You're not gonna say any names. Definitely wasn't me counting them out. But the Frost is back, man. They're good. Team Frost, baby, all the way. They can win this. Jinx all day. Jinx carry. Taric is the man. MVP on this Frost team.
They need to keep this tempo going as far as picking the right fights, and that's what they're doing right now. They're seeing them clumped. They're getting the Maokai ult. They're getting the Orianna ult, and letting Jinx just poke with rockets. And Jinx is very smart. He's poking down that Jarvan as much as he can before he can jump into him.
The control there from Jared on the Jinx is just, that was very good play by him. He didn't get too excited. No pun intended on that one. He didn't get out of position to with his movement speed to really get caught by anybody. He played his role. He played back, and he went in when he had to. And that was a great job by the whole team on the Frost side.
This Galio is tanky. This Rel is tanky. But once JC has that last whisper or LDR, which he does now, it's not going to matter. Especially he's got an upgraded Ornn item. If they can stall this out and have Ornn completely scale, get everybody with upgraded items, they're going to have at least 1,000 to 2,000 gold advantage just from that. Even if they're down gold towards the end of it, they're going to be equal with that. I learned that from my boy Troy.
Hell yeah, dude.
I think I did.
Thanks, Troy. Yeah, I don't want to see Frost get too crazy going after that fight, though. And with this Baron, I want to see them keep playing how they're playing and just letting Obsidian make the mistakes. That's all you got to do in this game, man.
I don't know if they know that they're down the Orianna. Oh, they burned this dragon like it was nothing. That was a bearded dragon for them. They're going to hit that fast recall. They're going to push out that mid lane and not give up that inherited tower.
Ori does have a TP if they do need it, but looks like she can hold her own against this Galio now, man.
She can. She got the Landry's. She opted for the Landry's instead of the Lunars, which was a smart choice. Every Q that she puts on them just burns their life. So if she can just sit back and keep poking them while getting her farm up, she's going to be a menace. I'd like to see them do something with this Baron buff, which is going to be running out pretty soon.
Yeah,
fully pushed up in your favor.
I mean, they're gonna have to wait until another reset of objectives here, so they might want it still pushing into them just a little bit. Unfortunately, that does give them a little chance to get caught out by this Obsidian squad and their crazy CC.
And what I had said earlier before the game even started, what I'd like to see out of Spooky is, respect the top noodle enough to where you just play it slow. You get fed just by farming and picking the right fights, not being overly aggressive. And he's doing his team a great service with that, and not allowing the top side to snowball indefinitely. Gwen only picked up the kills from people outside of the lane, so that is huge of a Noodle Hammer. Or not Noodle Hammer, Spooky. Apologize.
Yeah, they it's so funny because we were telling Frost not to group up and bunch up last game. This game, they need to do all of that, and they're playing it perfectly.
Well, they did to a point. Yeah. Oh, that is a huge Ori damage. Wow. They need to get an Oblivion Orb, though, because you got to reduce his healing before she just heals everything back up. That Landry's is doing a good job.
Gwen fighting for her life out here. Eventually will go down, though, from the Ornn ulti, hitting with the Orianna ball. Great pick out there by the Frost team. Yeah, Noodlehammer knows he's a Gwen. He knows he can kill whoever he wants, but he's just getting caught out, trying to get a little bit more farm here to be unstoppable.
Yeah, and
thankfully Frost does have that lockdown CC for him.
And she now has upgraded Landry, so I can expect to see this burning continue. JC's just poking comfortably from back lane. He doesn't need to get in tower range. He needs to avoid that Jarvan. Epic Monkey shouldn't get too close here. Should not get in front of them. Wow, that JC is just doing so much damage.
He's so far ahead, man. He's
Yeah, it's
probably
a
about
complete
2k
ADC
gold
gap.
ahead from everybody on that Obsidian team besides Gwen.
Yeah, and I think JC and Frost had a discussion in there, and they said, "Hey, let's figure this out. Let's play as a team," and started to buckle down here and start to finally come together. It's nice to see.
Yeah, great job by them pulling it together in this game too. Hopefully they can close this out and make it a complete stomp on their end.
Yeah, and now JC's team or the Frost team has a 4K gold lead. It's just slowly starting to snowball down. Noodlehammer got a nice little kill on the Gwen, so she's doing damage now. Or not Noodlehammer, Jesus, Omoglo, the omelet guy.
Yeah, not 100% sure how to pronounce that, but
I
just
don't
call him
either.
Ohm for short if we want to.
This Tark is ballsy, just going in, trying to fight this Jarvan solo. Down a level,
And this
down
is
doing that much
exactly what
damage.
we've seen last game out of Obsidian. They had one great team fight, and it just kind of snowballed the whole game for them. And they took that lead, and they shoved it down Frost's throat, and they got that game won. So,
Oh,
um,
and looks like Tark opted to get the Thimble winner and not have any mana problems. He wants to keep casting, keep saving his team, just be a disruptor. And Fireball is doing just that this game.
yeah, he's the only one that's going to be able to save JC from anybody that's in front of him after
The
that
one
Maokai
one thing
W
the
goes
Epic
out.
Monkey has he's done a good job of keeping up with Farm. He's done a good job. He's just not as strong right now into this team.
Well, I mean, Kais is a way different ADC than Jinx is ever going to be. Kais is going to sit
Oh,
there and wait for that one moment. So I think there really hasn't been a chance for a Kaisa like champion to get in there and kind of get in
and
that backside and get those free kills. Because Jared's just
Tyson
too
now.
fed, man. Two up there. As soon as Kaisa gets in Jinx's face, she's gonna be two shot.
And we have Misery, I'm not a e-girl in the chat saying, "Don't call it a comeback, baby." And he's right. He's right. This game 3 is going to be the deciding factor, I believe. I believe if Frost continues in this tempo, continues to play these team fights right, they're going to come out on top this game. They are on Vision, however, so let's see if these guys decide to roam. They're going to opt to take the Dragon for Soul Point, um, and try and get this Galio to the tankiness that he needs. I just disconnected.
Okay. Blue Frost traded the Baron for the red side dragon here. Let's see what Frost wants to do with this Baron. Maybe they're gonna look for a
Oh, the
five-man
game
push
ender,
down
yeah.
mid.
I think the game ender. I don't know. No, my league is
Uh,
messed up actually.
I guess we'll see in the next 3 to 5 minutes here. I'm kind of thinking that Frost is just gonna say screw it. I think we're strong enough. I think we can get the game over. Our Jinx almost has 5 items here, almost full build. And I mean, Kais is stuck almost on our 3rd item there. um, Not much else for Frost to do except running down mid. Ori is topside with the Gwen. Does have TP. Don't think she fares out. They are sitting Galio topside here though. 3 people defending the 3 squad of the Frost side. Looking for an angle here. We got a TP coming in out of the Ornn. Ornn looking to engage here with the Ornn ulti. J4 getting knocked
They're
up,
just
slowing him
they're just
down.
bullying them now. They're bullying them, letting Jinx put damage on these turrets, just knocking them down one by one. While this Ornn is super tanky, just saying, "All right, I'll take your damage. I'm gonna be in the face." They're backing out here, looking to roam to that bot lane. They want to clear as many objectives as possible, I believe. They just got beefcakes galore on Misery Frost.
It's
Allow JC to do what he needs to do to get the game winner. Oriana is just, she's there disrupting as well. She's burning them low while JC gets the executions. This potentially could be a deciding fight right here. Oh, the Maokai disengage, allowing Jinx just to rocket. Looks like Noodlehammer is going after that Jinx.
It is all hell
Oh,
breaking loose.
Uno is
Jared just
strong
popping
now.
off on this Jinx, man.
JC throwing
There's
rockets left
nothing that
and right,
Obsidian can do.
like he's handing out candy on Halloween. but except for those candies are stuck with
Just
razor blades. Oh my
little
gosh.
rockets just hitting
Disgusting Jinx kick.
everybody.
That is a complete team win for if they can finish here. But it's a complete team win for Misery Frost here. They figured it out. They got their macro together.
That's a win
and
for them. There's no way
and
Obsidian comes back from
and
this.
they're just playing outside their minds right now as a team. I'm so glad Spooky figured it out, was able to be the asset that he needed to be for the team. And
Everybody in the
just
chat saying
yeah.
rigged for game 3, rigged for game 3 on the Misery side. You got some top canyons coming out. Yeah, man, completely different team in this game too from Frost. Great job by them. Obsidian trying to do what they could to kind of hang on there, but unfortunately it was just way too much with the Jinx carry. They pulled off a really hard thing to do with one solo carry, and they got it done. Great job by Frost. I'm gonna give that MVP to Jinx, man. A little bit to Tarek as well, but let's see here.
Jinx gaming, baby.
Yeah, man, I had no doubt in my mind at all. I promise.
So a little notes for the next one. Let's turn the game audio up a little bit and use a game overlay and zoom out a little bit. So, you know, pressure Control Shift Z and zoom out.
Gotcha.
We'll get you set up for the next one though. But that was huge. That was a nice little comeback. I'm excited for this game 3. This is good League of Legends on both fronts. Obsidian had a little bit more scatterbrain there. Their comms may have been a little lackluster, or their grouping. They had a lot of late roams, and they just couldn't get past that front line. So I'm kind of excited to see what they pick going into this. I think that Keck might try something a little different here, and same with the bot lane. They might go a little something cheeky. What their comfort champs are. I would expect to maybe see a Yasuo in that bot lane if they can do it right.
Yeah, man. I think we're gonna see another rerun of what worked for Obsidian, and just full on more pressure on the control. Probably see the Ashe come out one more time, and I don't think we're gonna see another solo carry come out of the Frost side. I think we're gonna see comfort picks try and really lock in what they work out with.
You mean the Obsidian side?
On the Frost side, I think Obsidian's gonna go back to the basics.